Is your phone in your right hand? Are you wearing clothes? Do you feel cold? Now, you'll probably answer those with your mind, like, yes, I'm holding my phone, yes, I'm lying down, yes, I'm wearing clothes. But I want you to do something different this time. I'm going to ask the same questions, and instead of thinking about the answer, I want you to just feel it in your gut and make some sounds. Literally doesn't matter what sounds you make, but here we go. Are you holding your phone? Are you laying down? Are you wearing clothes? Okay, now you may have done it, you may not have done it. But if you did it, that's awesome, because what you just explored there is the difference between sacral sounds, a response from your organs and your guts, and the brain. Okay, and nothing wrong with the brain, but a lot of the time the brain will get us into trouble because the brain will assume that, oh yeah, the right answer out here in the real world is the right answer for me inside my world. That's not always true. And in fact, most of the time it's not. Most of the time, what's going on in the inside world is so suppressed, so dehydrated, organs, tissues, all that stuff is so neglected that you don't even know if it's good for you or not. And so one of the ways that I use human design to help people come into contact with what's actually good for them is by getting them back in touch with their organs. One of the fastest ways to do that is to go from thinking about your answers to just responding. Now, for some questions, it's harder. Like if I ask you, do you feel like you're moving in the right direction in this life? Wow, that was a mouthful. Do you feel like you're attractive? Do you feel like you're worthy of love? See, those kinds of questions can trigger the emotional center. And while they are harder to respond with from the gut, you still can tune into your organs to give you insights into what's going on in your body. You cannot rely on x-rays and MRIs and all that stuff. To a degree you can, but you don't always have access to an MRI, right? It'd be much easier if you just cultivated a relationship with your organs instead of having to go to a doctor or, to diagnose, like, why do I feel depressed today? Oh, well, it's because you ate something that your gut was like, ugh, ugh. But you put it in your mouth and now it's in your stomach. And now your gut is still like, ugh, ugh. So if you're watching this and you made it this far, this is just an invitation. Start using your sacral sounds. If you're into human design and you have a body graph, you'll know your sacral is either defined or undefined. If it's defined, it means that you can trust those sounds, unless you're in an emotional wave. But if it's undefined, it means that those sounds are typically going to be coming from the people around you, especially if you're sleeping with someone or spend a ton of time with them. Of course, if you do not know what your human design looks like and you want to figure that out, go to reikimarco.com, plug in your birth information, and it'll pop you out a body graph. If this one right here is colored in, that's defined. If it's not colored in and it's white, it's undefined. Now that is literally just the tippy tip iceberg of what this human design thing can do. And again, this is only one of 9 centers, all of which can be either defined or undefined. And figuring out where you're actually manifesting your life from, like, are you manifesting out of your signature? You're manifesting success and satisfaction and peace and surprise because you're using your definition, or you're manifesting a not self signature, frustration, disappointment, bitterness, anger, because you're not tuned in to what is actually going on inside. You're tuned into what you've seen in the external world work. So anyway, that's enough talking. Go to reikimarco.com, get your body graph, get a report. If you want a one-on-one with me, I can do that too. Much love. Thank you so much for tuning in. Send this to somebody who needs to get in touch with their inner world. Peace.